Welcome to the ASTRALX Deep Dive, illuminating your path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
And I'm Lunaria Celine, your intuitive guide.
We bridge celestial wisdom to unlock your modern path, discover guiding starlight insights, and explore powerful cosmic energies. How do planetary transits shape your story today?
That's really the big question, isn't it? And it's exactly what we're diving into today. We're focusing, very specifically on the astrological insights for Virgo Rising 2025 for Libra Sun Men.
Okay.
So we've taken the source material you shared with us and really pulled out the key knowledge, the most important insights. Think of it as a shortcut, maybe, to understanding this unique cosmic setup for you in the coming year.
Right, we're sort of navigating the map drawn from those sources for you.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's start then. Where do we begin? The source material talks about the core energy you embody stepping into 2025.
Yeah.
It mentions this archetype, Hermes Asclepios.
Hermes and Asclepios, yeah. That's quite a potent blend of energies. How does the source actually connect that specific mix to the Virgo rising and Libra sun combination?
Well, it positions your Virgo rising as the divine scribe. Meticulous, analytical, someone who processes every little detail.
Okay, the detail-oriented side.
Right. And then you bring in the Libra sun, and that adds this dimension of, well, balancing cosmic justice, like holding those golden scales. So it's not just about the facts.
It's about truth and harmony within the fact.
Precisely. Discerning the underlying balance.
Ah, the divine scribe holding golden scales. That image really clicks, doesn't it? The source actually calls this combo the living equation.
The living equation. Yeah, I thought that phrase just nails it. It's where that really meticulous Virgo rising analysis meets the elegant diplomacy and the search for balance that's so core to your Libra sun. Your core abilities, based on the source, they really spring from that fusion. Your mind is set up to decipher chaos, basically. Finding the patterns, bringing order where others might just see a mess.
And it's not just mental clarity, is it? The source suggests your actual presence has this transformative quality. Like you can walk into tense situations, almost like battlegrounds, and turn them into, well, sanctuaries of reason, bringing that clarity, that feeling of equilibrium. It's a subtle but really powerful kind of influence.
So someone who can break down really complex stuff with precision, but then use that understanding to actually foster peace. Wow. That's a potent setup for 2025.
Definitely.
Okay, so the source then shifts into what it calls quantum astrology for 2025. It frames the year as a cosmic courtroom laboratory. Intriguing. What are the key planets setting the stage in this laboratory?
Right. So 2025 activates some really powerful transits that directly impact your chart and these core energies we're talking about. First up, Pluto in Aquarius. It's moving through your 8th house.
Okay, Pluto in the 8th. That's deep territory.
Oh, absolutely. The source sees this as fundamentally revolutionizing intimacy for you, shared power dynamics, really shaking up how you merge resources, how you share control, how you experience profound transformation.
Pluto, planet of transformation. Yeah, stirring things up in those deep 8th house waters.
Yeah.
Shared power, intimacy, all that.
Exactly. Then contrasting that, you have your Libra sun. It's anchoring your sense of harmony and, importantly, self-worth. Right there in your 2nd house.
The 2nd house, so values, resources, what you feel you're worth.
It's about your core values, what you own, what you feel you deserve. It creates this fundamental point of balance for you.
So deep transformation happening over here in the 8th, interacting with this core drive for balance and value in the 2nd. Interesting tension. What else is in the mix?
Well, Saturn in Pisces. It's taking up residence in your 11th house. The source calls Saturn here a karmic alchemist.
A karmic alchemist. How so?
It's working to crystallize your visionary networks, basically shaping your hopes, your dreams, your alliances, connections within groups, communities, making them more structured, more responsible, more real throughout the year.
Saturn the builder. Okay.
Yeah.
Bringing structure to the 11th house realm of collective hopes and networks. Sounds like a year for really purposeful connections then?
Definitely. And then a big shift happens from May 24th onwards. Jupiter, the great expander, moves into Gemini, activating your 7th house.
7th house of partnerships.
Yeah.
Big one for Libra energy.
Huge. The source says this placement is going to amplify your karmic partnerships. It'll bring significant relationships, could be collaborations, could even be, adversaries into much sharper focus, expanding them, maybe bringing resolution.
Yeah.
It puts a major spotlight on key one-on-one connections.
Jupiter expanding and highlighting the partnership zone.
Yeah.
Definitely a key area for someone so focused on relationships. The source also flagged Mars in Virgo for a specific time.
Yes, good point. Mars transits Virgo from November 24th through January 10th of the following year. Now, for you, with Virgo rising, this transit is described as fueling forensic diplomacy.
Forensic diplomacy. Explain that one.
It means it intensely activates your analytical side, your drive for action, specifically in situations needing really precise negotiation, detailed agreements, or navigating complex interpersonal landscapes. Think sharp analysis applied directly to relating.
Applying that meticulous Virgo lens with Mars's force to diplomatic or relational situations. Yeah, that sounds like a powerful tool for that window. Okay, so the source points out a core tension running through the year.
It does. It highlights this core harmonic tension. On one side, you've got Pluto's quantum disruptions down in the psychological depths of your 8th house. This energy is fundamentally shaking up how you handle intimacy, shared resources, power dynamics, challenging any superficial, maybe purely transactional ways of relating.
Really digging deep. And how does the Libra Sun energy respond to that intensity, according to the source?
Well, your Libra Sun, anchored in that 2nd house of self-worth and values, it generates what the source calls relational coherence fields.
Relational coherence field.
It means amidst Pluto's intense push for transformation, your natural drive for balance and harmony acts as an anchor. It works to align your relationships, your interactions with your core values, especially around what you value and feel your worth in partnerships and shared situations. It's like creating little pockets of equilibrium, even when things feel chaotic.
So there's this dynamic push-pull. Deep psychological and power shifts from Pluto, balanced by your core need for harmonious, value-based connection from the Libra Sun. And Saturn in the 11th house. How did that fit in?
Saturn in Pisces in the 11th plays this really crucial, almost mediating role. The source describes it again as that karmic alchemist, taking the collective dreams you hold for your networks and communities and transforming them into structured, responsible alliances. Moving beyond just ideas to building real, lasting connections based on a shared vision, but with Saturn's emphasis on commitment, structure, tangible results.
Turning those collective dreams into solid, supportive structures,
Right.
okay? What about that Libra eclipse mentioned for October 2nd? Eclipses always feel like a big deal.
Oh, yeah, they are. The source describes the Libra eclipse on October 2nd as a really pivotal moment where, for you, reality becomes like a sacred spreadsheet.
A sacred spreadsheet.
Yeah, it's framed as a time when every relationship variable, who you're connected to, how you relate, what's exchanged, it's all being calculated, not just practically, but in terms of soul currency. This eclipse is seen as a major reset point, potentially, or at least a big illumination around your relationships and how you measure their true value, their alignment with your soul's path.
A sacred spreadsheet of relationships, measured in soul currency. Wow, that's incredibly evocative. It really paints a picture of a year where relationships, your values within them, and those shared power dynamics are under a very intense, almost cosmic microscope.
They absolutely are. And the source brings in another fascinating layer to help understand how these forces aren't just, out there. It talks about somatic astrology.
Somatic astrology.
Yeah.
So connecting this to the body.
Exactly. Viewing your body as a kind of negotiation laboratory where these energies are physically felt, processed.
How might that actually show up physically for someone with this chart?
Well, for the Virgo rising activation, which is tightly linked to the nervous system, analytical processing the source mentions things like feeling microvibrations in your fingertips when you're deep in analysis, or maybe getting those intestinal knots when you're dealing with ethical compromises that literally, tie you up inside.
Wow, so your body directly reacting to the mental and ethical load.
Precisely. And there's a somatic prompt offered for this. Tracing your spinal vertebrae with a jade roller while gently chanting, "Discernment protects peace."
Okay.
It connects the physical structure, your analytical precision, Virgo, and the goal of calm equilibrium, peace, grounding the mental energy right into your body.
That's a very specific, tangible practice. What about feeling the Libra Sun and the 2nd house energy in the body?
That energy, tied to values, self-worth, exchange, it might show up as, say, cooling palms during moments of genuinely fair, balanced exchange, like a physical sign of equilibrium. Conversely, you might get throat constriction when you feel undervalued, a blockage in expressing your worth or needs in a relationship.
Throat constriction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Communication, value,
Yeah.
and the prompt for that one.
The source suggests gently massaging the throat area with rose oil, whispering, "My worth demands equilibrium." Rose oil often connects to the heart. Venus rules Libra. The action and words directly address the symptom and the need for balanced value.
Nice. And finally, that really intense Pluto in the 8th house energy. How does that feel somatically?
This one, connected to deep power, transformation, intimacy. It could manifest as electric currents, maybe intensity in the pelvic area during power struggles or big transformations, or maybe jaw tension from suppressing difficult truths or power imbalances, areas linked to core power and control.
Deep, visceral sensations tied to those profound energy shifts. What's the somatic prompt for this big one?
It's a powerful one, almost primal. Drumming on your sacrum during storms, literally or metaphorically, while declaring, I reclaim my sovereignty. It's about anchoring your energy, reclaiming personal power, especially when navigating those intense 8th house themes or feeling overwhelmed.
These somatic connections really make the astrology feel, well, embodied, grounded in physical experience. It's not just happening out there, it's happening in your body, which becomes like a guide.
And what's fascinating is how interconnected it all is. Your analytical mind, Virgo Rising, your drive for balance and value, Libra Sun, the deep transformations, Pluto 8th, they all have physical echoes. Paying attention to them, working with them through practices like these, as the source suggests, can be incredibly empowering. Turns the body into an active player in this cosmic courtroom.
Speaking of integrating these energies, the source also connects them to history and culture, framing you as the forensic diplomat.
Yes, it draws parallels to figures who embodied similar blends. It specifically mentions Mahatma Gandhi, described as a Libra sun with strong Virgo rising traits. Think about his meticulous strategy, that Virgo precision in planning.
Civil disobedience, yeah.
Exactly. Merging seamlessly with his unwavering pursuit of justice and harmony, the Libra ideal.
Gandhi basically weaponized peaceful precision on a global scale.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And the source directly says that, like, Gandhi 2025 demands you weaponize precision for peace. It's about actively using your analytical gifts to really understand power dynamics, that Pluto 8th house stuff, and then applying that understanding to create systemic harmony, drawing on our Libra sun in the second, in whatever your sphere of influence is.
Weaponize precision for peace. That's a really active, powerful way to frame these energies. What about the cultural resonance the source mentions?
Culturally, the source suggests your essence mirrors figures who combine, like, ethical rigor with sophisticated execution. It points to Atticus Finch.
From To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, known for his ethical precision rooted in deep analysis of right and wrong. Meeting someone like James Bond with his, elegant negotiation skills, navigating complex, dangerous diplomatic terrain.
Integrity and ethical grounding meet suave, effective strategy. Interesting combo.
Cinematically, it's described as a beautiful mind, that analytical brilliance, pattern recognition meets Lincoln, the diplomatic mastery applied to huge ethical challenges, high intellect serving greater harmony or justice. Musically, it's compared to Nat King Cole's Unforgettable.
Nat King Cole. Yeah, that technical perfection in his voice, but wrapped in that velvet harmony, that emotional resonance. I can totally hear that connection. It's that ability to execute skillfully while keeping that grace and focus on connection.
It speaks to a capacity for deep analysis that doesn't become cold,
Yeah.
but is used with balance, seeking beauty and connection, guided by a strong ethical compass. It's quite a portrait of potential being painted here.
This definitely feels like a year requiring conscious, active participation, not just sitting back and watching. The source gives some specific interactive elements to help embody these energies.
It does. It offers a specific pause and reflect exercise. Time for the Libra equinox around September 22nd. That's a moment of natural balance, perfect for reflection, especially with your Libra sun.
What are the questions for that reflection point?
The source poses them directly to you, the listener.
What financial compromise, thinking Libra 2H, violates your integrity? What shadow transaction, thinking Pluto 8H, requires courageous audit?
Wow, those cut right to the chase, don't they? Hitting the second house values and 8th house power dynamics we talked about, asking you to look at where you might be out of sync in really tangible life areas.
They're designed to bring awareness to maybe hidden imbalances. Then there's also a detailed ritual blueprint, the Justice Ledger ceremony. Suggested timing is around Saturn direct on September 6th, ideally during the waning moon in Libra, which is September 25th to October 1st.
A specific ritual, timing, tools. Okay, lay it out. What does this ceremony involve? You'll need bronze scales, an obsidian slab, some rose petals, and gold ink. The source says place the rose petals on the scale pans, symbolizing beauty, balance. Then Use the gold ink to write down on the obsidian slab any unbalanced relationships or dynamics in your life where things feel off, power is misused, equilibrium is missing.
Writing the imbalances on obsidian, representing shadow, transformation. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you take that slab and weigh it against your values, maybe written in gold ink too, using the bronze scales. And while you do this, you chant, as above, so accounted. Connects the cosmic balance to your earthly reality, you know. Finally, you bury the slab at a crossroads, symbolizing releasing those imbalances, choosing a new path.
That really grounds the abstract idea of seeking justice and balance into a very tangible, symbolic act of release and setting intention. Very powerful. The source also includes a physical embodiment exercise, the alchemist's alignment.
Yes, this one uses your body to integrate the core energies. You stand with your left foot forward, right hand over your heart.
Left foot forward, grounding. Right hand on heart, connection, value.
Got it. Correct. Inhale for 4 seconds. Imagine drawing earth energy up your left side that connects to Virgo Rising, rooting you. Then exhale for 8 seconds, visualizing golden light radiating through your right palm, embodying that Libra harmony.
Inhaling grounded analysis. Exhaling harmonious balance. Doubling the exhale emphasizes the output. Right.
Precisely. And as you breathe, you whisper the affirmation, I balance through precision. It's a neat summary of the year's core task, integrating Virgo precision with Libra balance through breath and posture.
These interactive elements offer really concrete ways for you, the listener, to not just think about these energies, but to actively engage with them, feel them. It takes the cosmic courtroom and makes it a personal practice space.
Totally. It shifts insights into embodied actions. So then the source moves into future forecasting, outlining what it calls 3 potential treatises of destiny. Basically major paths depending on how you navigate 2025's energies.
3 potential destinies. What's the first path described?
Path 1 is called the ethical architect. The catalyst, according to the source, is consciously choosing to embrace and really work with those potent Pluto and Saturn energies, the transformation and the structuring forces.
Leaning into the deep change and the call to build something solid.
Yes. And the manifestation of this path, it's pretty significant. The source suggests you could pioneer relational equity frameworks, maybe transforming power structures in corporate settings, focusing on fairness. It even hints this path could attract major validation or resources, possibly UN funding via your Libra second house focus on values, and maybe even lead to brokering historic peace deals via Jupiter amplifying seventh house partnerships.
Wow, that's a path of potentially huge impact, using your unique skills for real systemic change. The sole choice here is framed as weaponizing systems for justice.
It's about using that analytical and diplomatic skill, not just personally, but to build equitable systems for the greater good. The breakthrough tied to this, Pluto's 8th house demolition birthing sovereignty audits. The intense breakdown leading to clarity on true sovereignty and how to reclaim it.
Powerful stuff. What's the second potential path?
Path 2 is the compromised analyst. The catalyst here is kind of the opposite, avoiding the necessary conflict, the confrontation that navigating Pluto and Saturn might require, choosing perceived peace over authentic alignment.
Ducking the difficult transformative work.
Yeah, and the manifestation, as described, isn't great. Chronic IBS from literally swallowing truths you need to speak, mistaking politeness for integrity. The warning is pretty stark. Saturn in the 11th, meant to build strong alliances, instead manifests this toxic or draining connections because you didn't set boundaries based on your values, 2H, or confront power imbalances, 8H. The physical symptoms mirror that unprocessed stuff.
So avoiding the cosmic call for transformation and structure has real negative fallout physically and relationally.
Oof. Okay, path 3.
The third path is the diplomatic scientist. This one is catalyzed by consciously channeling the synergy between your second house energy values, self-worth, and that 8th house energy shared power, transformation, deep connection, integrating them.
Bringing your values right into how you engage with shared power and intimacy. Exactly. The manifestation described here is really innovative. Launching conflict resolution labs, maybe even using cutting-edge stuff like AI-driven empathy algorithms. The sole choice for this path is quantifying harmony through data.
Applying that Virgo analytical precision to Libra's goal of harmony, but with modern tools. Interesting.
And the revelation linked to this path, your justice algorithms could get major attention, maybe even a viral TED Talk during Mercury in Libra, Sept 30, October 2017, potentially revolutionizing dispute mediation by bringing a scientific, data-driven approach to fair outcomes.
3 very distinct, impactful potential futures, all stemming from how you navigate these powerful celestial energies in 2025. Okay, this brings us to the 2025 mandate, as the source material puts it.
Yeah, this is the core message, kind of distilling the year's challenge and opportunity. It reframes how you should see your key placements in this context, your Virgo rising. It's not about being critical. It's the scalpel excising relational decay, a precise tool to identify and remove what's not working harmoniously.
Reframing potential pitfalls as powerful tools. I like that.
Exactly. Your Libra sun isn't about indecision, it's the cosmic scales demanding sacred mathematics, an innate drive to find that perfect, almost divine balance in every life equation.
Seeing indecisions as careful calibration needed for true balance makes sense.
Yes. The mandate continues. When Pluto rewires intimacy in your 8th house, the response should be building transparency protocols, not walls. That intensity calls for openness, clear structures around shared power, not shutting down.
Don't retreat, create clear systems. Got it.
And when Saturn crystallizes community dreams in the 11th, remember that true alliances, the ones built to last, they honor both the poetry and the spreadsheets. The vision and the practical details. Both are crucial.
The dream needs structure to become real.
And finally, the source stresses that when Jupiter expands your 7th house from May onwards, bringing those amplified partnerships, be ready for them to test your equations against their own karma. These relationships are major labs for applying everything we've talked about.
It sounds like balance isn't just a passive state you hope for, but a really active process. The source uses a great phrase, precision warfare waged with velvet gloves.
That phrase just nails it, doesn't it? The blend of strategic rigor, precision warfare, and the Libra drive for grace and harmony, velvet gloves. It's a call for active, deliberate, refined engagement with the year's challenges and gifts.
And the ultimate summary, the sovereignty code the source offers for you.
The core affirmation to carry through 2025. I calculate compassion. I engineer equity. It's a directive to apply your analytical mind, your strategic abilities, not just for personal gain, but to actively foster kindness and build fairness into every system, every relationship, every situation you touch.
I calculate compassion. I engineer equity. Wow, that feels like the distilled essence of the living equation for 2025. It's a really powerful code for a year, asking you to integrate that analytical brilliance with your deep desire for harmony and justice. This has been quite a deep and illuminating dive into this source material.
There's just so much depth and potential when these powerful energies come together like this in your chart. Really fascinating.
As our cosmic journey concludes,
Dive deeper into your unique path.
request your email audio reading now. Find the link in the description below.
Explore episode resources and links. All details are waiting for you there.
Ignite, think,
Yeah.
become.
Subscribe for Starlight Insights. Thank you for joining us.